Good morning, everyone. My name is Bearcat, and this is Tabletop Game Shop Simulator. So I'm picking up where I left off in the live stream last week. Um, so for those who tuned in, thank you for watching. For those new to the channel, thanks for joining. Um, yeah, so in the live stream, I restarted the store to take advantage of the release of the game. Um, I forgot to mention in the live stream, thank you to the developers for providing me with a key. I had been play testing the game, and the developers left me a key as thank you. So thank you to them. Not an ad, but I appreciate the support. So where we left off, so I got three fabulous painting tables and a couple gaming tables. We've got lots of passive income coming in. Opened up a handful of models and got to the army book stage of the store. And I'm full up on the back, so I'm going to want to order some more shelves so I can continue building up my back stock. And then, as always, expand the store, get the stuff. We're at level 8 right now, so the next level I unlock the upgraded base packs. At level 10 I get the rulers. I also get the resin kit, which is the I'm trying to remember the word for it, modeling putty. So it's called resin kit in the developer's native language, as well as some other decorative stuff. So lots of stuff going on. The next 2 levels are going to be really exciting. So expanding the store is really going to be the next step so that I can start getting those new products in. And then the store should be in a really, really good place to continue growing, continue opening stuff, getting more models to sell, and all that great, wonderful things. So, in other news, I'm gonna sound like I'm 20 years old, and I'm not, but I graduated from university the other day. I finished school a little while ago, but this was the get your degree, walk across the stage, wear the kind of silly academic robes. It's that stage of things. So this is my second run at university, so I've already done that before, but this graduation meant a lot to me because it was my return to school post being disabled. So that was that whole business was a bit hectic, just getting all that final push of school done a few months ago, and then getting all that work done, and the busy day of being on campus one last time to do all that stuff. So that was my big event for the year, or for the for the week. So that was kind of exciting. So it's off season from most people finish university in the spring. I opted to stay a little bit longer to get some additional courses. So to anyone else who graduated late, congrats to that. Huge event that is. To everyone who graduated in the spring, in the spring, congrats there. If you are just starting school, or if you're coming up to the end, maybe this is your last year, keep pushing on because it's a feeling to be on the other side of it once again. So if you are in university or recently have been in university, let me know in the comments what you studied. Because I've known a lot of people across the many years I was in school. But I love hearing about the different programs that people get to study in and what their experience has been like. So, I'm gonna see if I have any white spray paint. Kinda do, kinda don't. So I'm gonna want to top that up. Tools. Gonna want to look at that additional storage shelf. The other ongoing incitement of my life. I think I mentioned during the live stream, there was a fire at the pool I go to. That was exciting, in the least exciting way. Unfortunately, I just got news that the pool is going to be closed for 2 more months while they clean up the fire and, I guess, do a once-over for maintenance. So, unfortunately, that means my exercise routine is greatly disrupted. I don't have a lot of luck finding other pools and gyms I can work out at because there are certain things I want, certain needs, and a lot of the bigger facilities don't really do that. They're either too big and they're geared far too much towards actual athletes who are good at things, or they're play pools and they're geared towards kids having a big play space, which doing water aerobics and physiotherapy is just not, it's not really conducive to that. So I'm gonna have to be looking for some other facilities I can check out that have the literally 3 things that I need, and it's honestly quite ridiculous that it's so hard to find. One pool I was going to, it wasn't too bad, but the hot tub is hot trash. It was really cold, and just not very good. So that was unfortunate. It's also not a good pool for working out in. It's a really weird shape and a really weird setup. So I've got 2 months or so to check out some other pools and see if I can find anything that is open and works, which unfortunately a lot of other pools are not. So that kind of sucks. So anyone else is in this same kind of situation, trying to find low impact facilities for exercising, you know, my heart goes out to you because it's really frustrating. It is just, I live in a pretty big city, so it's a little silly that there's a bunch of facilities and none of them are any good. So yeah, if you have any not disclosing where I am because I don't want to dox myself, but any kind of advice for what you do for low impact exercise and low like strenuousness for exercises, feel free to let me know. But that's going to be my next exciting adventure, is finding a pool that isn't garbage. Because, oh man. So yeah, the last week and some change has been really interesting in meat space. So I'm at the end of the day, so I'm gonna be able to put in a huge order once everyone has filled out, but I've kind of gotten through the day, it looks like. There was a patch the other day, I want to say. So things seem to have evened out a little bit. I'm not selling through literally every single product on the shelves every day, all day, so that's good. But I still have a lot that is going to need to go back out. So restocking the store is going to take a little bit of work. Out of white spray paints, I'm definitely going to have to order some. Just top everything up and then go down the line and order everything. So, okay. I am going to need something. I have a box of books waiting. I'm gonna want another thing of dice. Yeah. I'm gonna need another thing of each of the army books. Need another box of wrong button. Yeah, box of all of the armies, a box of the bigs. And so many smalls. Okay, you're good. 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes of the basics. I have a spare shelf, so when I do unlock those other products, I can get those out. And I've got these already queued up. Yeah. Now I am oblivious to reality, and I'm being told that I can order additional posters and standees. So I'm gonna order one additional poster, and if that works, then I'm gonna look to see what else I can get. Maybe order another standee for that corner. And then actually, can I expand the store? I can. So let's get all that stuff repositioned. Just trying to remember what all my hotkeys are. Okay. That's in the right position. Yeah, so I want to make, big thing for expanding the store is I want to make extra room. Or actually, I can probably get that other shelf in there for now. Oh, didn't expand back. Okay. Maybe not. Yeah, I should be able to do that. So let's, okay. Just move that out of the way so I can get to this one. Stick this feller back there. move these guys over. I can't get that in, and I don't necessarily know why. There we go. And then, yeah, that gives lots of room for them to get back there. I'm going to move this so it's a little bit less horribly spaced. And then I can look at getting a game table or so in here. Yeah, I should be able to fit another game table in there. And that will be a lot of money, but that's okay. Get this poster back up here. Not sure why I'm running them back. I'm gonna stick this one up here, just so I can break up the colors a bit. It's not, don't want too much repetition. Those are on the top one. Yes. So, how have all of you been? What exciting things did you get up to over the weekend and over this week? Anything new and exciting happen in your lives? Any new games that you've been playing? I finished up my playthrough of Retro Rewind. I really do enjoy that game. Unfortunately, it just has not been doing well, and I came up to the end of the demo, so there just unfortunately hasn't been much that I could do, much more to do right now. There's a little bit coming out. I think there was a minor update that added some more things, but I want to give it some space to wait until there's a bunch more content out, and then it's going to be a while before the game leaves demo early access type status, but I want to wait until some more is there, and then I can grab that, do another playthrough of it. Hopefully things go a little bit better when I play it again. But in the meantime, I am going to be looking for another game to play. I have some ideas. Dun, 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 suspense. I just need to have a good look at my game library, see what jumps out at me, and what looks like would be fun to play for a while. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Because of course, if there is anything interesting anyone does have their eye on, I'd certainly love to hear that. But otherwise I'm going to be looking through my library to see what's waiting, what maybe I haven't played before, so I can have a bit of a different experience. But if you do have any ideas or recommendations of things you'd like to see, or things you think I would enjoy, by all means, please do let me know, and we'll see what we can do. So, almost done stocking up. I'm gonna keep this space empty just because 2 facings of dice is kind of silly. But and I think, I can't remember what, something will go in there. I just can't quite remember what at the moment. But I'm gonna want to look at an additional, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so I have this space saved for the next batch of unlocks. And a bit of a brain fart there, and I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, so I've got a little bit of space here for some additional overstock. I've got room to add some more of the armies, maybe some more basic sets in the back. I won't order those right now, but I will get them ready. Demons and Guardians. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and so there's a handful of other things I'm going to unlock in the next level. So I just want to make sure I have space for those. Display case, another poster. Don't get another art book. Oh, the art book is what I was thinking. That's what I want to save space for. Resin kit, although I'm gonna have to find a space for that. Maybe I'll stick that in that open space and then I can move it later. But that is a problem for a future day. So let's get into the next day. And I've got a customer already waiting. So let's let them in for their shopping needs. Oh, I think I remember what I was going to say. I want to get another miniature table now that I have lots of space in the store and some miniatures to fill it. So go ahead and get that queued up so I don't forget. And then I think I'm going to order... I've got 2 models I can stick out. Just a whole bunch of models that are about to be completed. So I think it's just going to be grab some stock and open it. 68. I don't think I will get there right away. But I believe level 10 opens up employees. So I can maybe get an employee on the till, or maybe I can get them stocking shelves. I'm not sure which. But it means that I can maybe play around with the game. I can do assembly, I can do painting, and all that good stuff. So I can maybe, once I get an employee, I can maybe start opening even more stock, get a 3rd table like I want, and get a whole bunch of models out for sale. So, probably not this episode, but that's something I can start working towards. Get those out. See if I can get some undead. Okay, so I got a bunch of models I can start assembling once I have a bit of a break in customers. And then I can work on getting those painted over the course of the day. Other things to talk about. I don't watch the news because it's awful, and where I live is kind of awful right now. But I on the drive home today from going shopping, I started an episode on Reborn Dolls. So it was, one of the podcasts I listen to is doing an episode of Reborn Dolls and how they're weird. So I know a bit about them already, so I kind of know what I'm in for, which is why I wanted to listen to it. But that podcast has been pretty entertaining so far, as they just kind of set up, talk about what real reborn dolls are, some of the terminology, and some of the weirdness of it. So if you've never heard of this term before, this is a largely craft movement. It's not a specific brand or anything. It's not like Labubu or anything, but it's a sort of crafter movement of making or retrofitting dolls to make them really upsettingly lifelike. And these are like dolls of like babies. Think like Cabbage Patch Kid, except or like porcelain doll. Probably a better comparison. And so people will, I know part of it is people will buy like children's dolls and like maybe porcelain dolls and redo the hair, redo the painting, maybe get like silicone skin on them so they're really truly upsetting looking. And the whole thing is making them really, really lifelike, which is a little bit cursed. But there's also, of course, there's people who sell these, and there's like builder kits. So the podcast was kind of laughing about that as this creepy, almost Frankenstein idea. And part of the clientele is, unfortunately, it's grieving mothers, especially mothers who might have lost a child in birth or lost them at a very early age. These dolls can be really therapeutic. It can help them get over that grief and give them that opportunity to be a parent. But for a lot of people, that's not it. Some people are into it for the art. Some people are, I guess, into it for role play. And these dolls can be really realistic. And so I've heard stories about police being called because there's been reports of a baby left in a car, or a baby left at home unattended. And this has caused some amount of concern for law enforcement. So good times all around. So it's just checking. I've read, although it might have been a mock-up, I might have misread it. But I've read that there may be an ability to repaint miniatures that you already have. So rather than having to do the mini game each time, you can just kind of repaint it at a level you've already done. I'm not seeing that, so it might be just that model is new, or I'm blind, or it was a suggestion and I'm misremembering. Regardless, that would be cool because it would be a quick way to where I'm at right now, trying to bounce between till and stock and repaint and painting models to sell. So if that's not a feature in the game, it would be awesome to be in the game, because it means I can get those models out quickly. If it is a feature in the game, I'm just gonna have to keep watching out for it, because it's a lifesaver. Good quality of life feature. So those things I unlocked include a new poster, a display case, and the resin kit. I don't have anything for the display case, but I'm gonna go ahead and order it because I'm not gonna be doing anything with the miniature game, at least until I get some stock and then figure out how the game is played. But oh my, all of the books. So let's get some stock out. See what else I need to order and get that ordered. But I think I'm kind of okay. I don't think I'm really out of anything else. Rule books. Let people wait at the till for a little bit, although not for too long. My only concern with getting an employee is in every other of these shop games I've seen, the employees are always really, really slow. So it will remain to be seen how they play. But I doubt they're going to be able to get through till as quickly as I do. So I might just have them as restock, and then I think you can have them like secondary task on till, which is pretty cool. I have let's get those out. End of the day, so moot point anyways, but everything's not out of anything, so except paints. But yeah, so I'll be able to do another big restock after the store closes. But yeah, those Reborn dolls, that I'm looking forward to this podcast as it continues to talk about all this weirdness. But yeah, these things are impressive and horrifying in the same way, at the same time. So it'll be interesting to see, yeah, how that podcast continues on. And it's a pretty funny podcast. They kind of dunk on everything, so it should be some fun listening next time I'm in the car. But yeah, it's really, really, these dolls are kind of fascinating in a just absolutely nightmare fuel kind of way. I remember I had a friend as a kid whose mom collected porcelain dolls, and they like actually had nightmares about them because they're just the worst. So I'm curious to hear kind of some more stories about these things. But I need more rulebooks. I'm gonna go ahead and order 2 boxes of them. The blue novel. I know I need another box of army books. 2 cases of demons, 1 case of the others. 2 cases of large. 1, 2. Let's do 3 cases of the normals. paint, 2 brushes, and one of each of the paints, spray paints. What do I want to do? Sip water. What do I want to do with the resin kits? I think I'm gonna want 2 of them. I think I'm gonna stick them over with the miniatures. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Go ahead and order all of that. I forgot I wanted to check what decorations look like. So maybe I can do that. My store score is 40. Can I take this down? Right. No, can't do that. I wanted to check to see. I forgot. Words. I forgot to check to see if the repeat posters improve anything. But because I did not, I can't see how that works. I know that one's going to add, because it's new. I think I might just have to order a bunch of posters and test. But yeah, that would be nice if you can add extra posters and extra standees, because there is kind of a bit of blank space that it would be nice to fill, but also if I can cheese out that store rating a bit, that would be nice. So stick these in the back. This is a big order. Yeah. So yeah, Reborn Dolls podcast should be entertaining. What are some podcasts you listen to? I have a really weird taste in podcasts. Unfortunately, a lot of podcasts I was listening to don't seem to be doing anything right now. I think some of them have ended. Some of them are between episodes. Some of them I've just caught up on everything, so nothing more to listen to. What are some podcasts that you listen to? Are they hilarious? I listen to podcasts while I'm driving, so that the car is not quiet. I don't listen to podcasts so much. Just like when I'm sitting around the house, I usually use YouTube for that. But if there are some really entertaining or really bizarre podcasts that you listen to, please let me know, because I'd love to hear them. I might check them out, see if that's something that I want to listen to. Yeah, I'm a weird taste in podcasts, so it's really hard to describe what I do listen to, but some that I do listen to regularly are Criminal and The Illusionist. Illusionist is a wonderful podcast about language. Criminal is a true crime podcast, but it's not a true crime podcast. It alternates between being about crime. So some episodes are about rocks and like rocks in national parks. One episode was about like animals that commit crimes. It's sort of hard to explain. It was just like animals and their intersection with crime and the weird things that animals do. And this really funny story about a dog that was pushing children into a river because every time it, air quotes, saved a child, it would get a steak. So it just started trying to drown children, which was just really quite funny, in a dark, terrible kind of way. But so the podcast alternates between real, talks about true crime and criminal situations, the justice system, interviews of corrections officers, things like that, and just like wacky other stories about other things involving crime. So it's not like a gory unsolved mysteries, America's Most Wanted type thing, although there are some podcasts like that I do listen to, so because I'm a weirdo. But those are kind of the two big ones that I listen to. But this Reborn Doll one, it's called Sounds Like a Cult, and it's quite funny. That one's, I remember I was listening to it while I was driving, I think like a year ago. I was going camping and knew I was going to be losing reception, so I because it's in the mountains. So I always download a bunch of podcasts to try out for that camping trip, but I missed the camping trip this year. So I didn't add anything new to my playlist. But that was one I had listened to and decided to check in on again. Did I just order way too many of these? I did, but I will sell them, so whatever. I'm just dropping in the back, because I can sort them out later. To make sure I remember to price those. Those are stocked up. Yeah, I'm going to be moving everything in the back in a moment. I just wanted to make sure I have lots of stock. So let's do some stuff. God, that annoying hand problem again. Bear with me a moment. So yeah, my hands suck, so they're kind of cramping up and doing unpleasant things, so that's great. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put these on the end. You are the basics. I'm gonna stick you on top. Psych, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna run out of space again. Yeah, definitely gonna run out of space. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna do another order, so I can get that out of the way. I'm gonna order. Oh no! Oh no! I believe I ordered the wrong table. I'm gonna order the correct table. I'm not gonna have enough money for that. Never mind. Because that's $1,500. Ooh, okay. I'll just go ahead and order that. take that loss. Yeah, so why didn't you keep that table? Because customers are going to prefer that table over the higher paying tables. So it's better to, I think, not have that table than it is to have it and have customers just not using it. So that will have to be a correction for next episode. I'm not pleased that I missed that. I feel kind of silly for having ordered that by mistake. Those are the basics. And those are also basics. So move these down. Yeah, I wish I had caught that. Because that's kind of annoying. So, what have we got? So, yeah, everything's kind of back here. Lots of stock in the basics when I sell out those. Next episode, I would like to name the store. So it's still in the temporary name from the stream. I'd like to name the store, so please leave a comment with what you would like me to name the store with. Funny names are always the best. And then I'll paint these miniatures, get them out on the tables, and then I believe I'll call that an episode. So, but yeah, so your homework is let me know what podcasts you listen to. Let me know if there are any games you would like me to check out or any suggestions to add a second game to the channel to replace Retro Rewind. Let me know what your store name ideas are. And yeah, if you want to share, if you also finished university, share that. I'll give you thumbs up and give you congratulations. So, fill the comments section with all of that stuff. Let's have some fun chats about completing school and weird podcasts we listen to. Getting daring with that painting mini game to hit that second ring. I definitely don't want to get in the habit of that. So, pick up everything. Oh, I did not price these. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm still pricing everything at market. I might want to experiment with market plus 10. But we'll see. So what have we got? Let's get our guardians out. Our two guardians out here. Off. Let's get our undead here. I've got some more of those. Round you off. Let's get our demons here. Okay. You don't have a price. You don't have a price. And you don't have a price. Those will all be new. And you guys are priced. Okay, so yeah, so things for next episode. Get to level 10, unlock those extra couple items, get an employee so I can start unboxing and painting stuff, get another game table and fix that error. No, I can't move those forward. I was going to move those forward, but I can't do that. So what I'm going to instead do is I'm going to leave that where it is, but I forget what my cancel button is. Get another game table here, and then I'll contemplate maybe another selling table for demons specifically. And then this one can be guardians, that one can be undead. I'd love to get some stuff in the display case. We'll work on that as I go. But I think that's going to be it for the episode. So thank you for watching. Thanks again for everyone who joined me in the live stream, and everyone who's joining me for this episode. Answer all those questions in the comments. Share the video if you enjoyed it. Likes and thumbs up are always appreciated. And until I see you on Monday with whatever game I find in my library, or if I get any really awesome suggestions right away, I'll see you on Monday with that. And then I will see you again next Friday with more Tabletop Game Shop Simulator. Thanks for watching. Hey, even paid my bills this time. Take care, everyone.